I'm Karen Nedvidek. I am a CASA advocate for South Central Kentucky. My first case, Easton, was a 3-year-old boy who was violently assaulted by his birth mother's paramour, and he was transferred to Vanderbilt. So it was on the news, it was in the newspaper, and I told my husband, this will be a CASA case. And I was called Monday afternoon. That was my first case. So I was literally sworn in less than a week before I was assigned a case. So I was just kind of hooked. I knew that was what I wanted to do when I saw that the grandparents stunned because they knew their daughter was abusing drugs, but had no idea that it was to this level. And of course, you spend that much time with the family when they're in the hospital under such traumatic stress, and just such a cute little boy, such a resilient little boy. You just develop a bond with him. You know, I got to share with the family and could really help in my report, spending that time with them, see which set of grandparents was really ready to make the commitment to be medically trained to care for Easton in their home, and which grandparent was just using social media to try to raise funds. It was a huge difference in the activities of the grandparents, and that really, Judge Holderfield needed that information when she did assign permanent physical custody, not just temporary physical custody. The Colliers, were willing to do whatever it took, to get Easton healthy and home. And, that's what my reports reflected, because that's what I was seeing as the CASA advocate for Easton. My second case was just a very short-term one. It was a young woman, or a small girl actually, who was in a foster setting and was in the process of adoption. She was very medically fragile from birth. Some abuse happened at one point accidentally in a foster home. She was a very sweet little girl, and I enjoyed the time with her, but I guess I knew going in it wasn't going to be quite as intense as what I'd gone through with Easton, and that was probably a pretty good setting for me, a good way to disengage from Easton and just learn. I learned from that case. I learned a lot more about medically fragile children and the adoption process too. She was in a good setting, a good foster family, and then I decided to take a teen. I think I told Robbie and Jana put out a few options, but I think I said, give me a teen. Let's do something different. Give me a teen. It's interesting working with a teen because with the young children, I'm asking the adults in their lives, what do we need? What do we want? What are we looking for? And with this one, after about a year, I felt like I could say to her, we've got a court hearing coming up. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you're looking for. I'd say, I am your voice. A lot of people don't understand CASA. And to a teen, I can say, I will speak for you in court. You're not allowed in family court. So tell me what you want, and I will be your voice in the courtroom. I feel like I'm in a place where I can help her and give her a little guidance, or just be behind her. Even if she's not going to listen to my advice or follow my suggestions down the road, she might remember them, and remember Karen, or turn to me for advice later on.